How is everyone doing today? And in this video, we are going to be talking about our next character in the 1.1 second half portion, which is going to be Seth. And he's going to be our brand new 4-star. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Defense role is saved, and I mean absolutely in when it comes to them being as a proper role in the game, because right now I personally thought that the defense role wasn't doing so well in regards to what Ben was providing to the team when it comes to the buffs he was giving and also the other supportive features, which it really was just the shield and his higher amount of anomaly buildup in his higher amount of days, which did give him a little bit of a unique sense of use when it came to using him on a team. But I felt like it wasn't enough when it came to what is allowed on a character, and it felt like you could have a little bit more as a defense character. I just really felt like they didn't have a lot to them that put them in a good spot in the meta right now, where a lot of people are just not using them because right now there's no buffs associated, there's no knockback resistance associated with it, and it kind of is just extra HP to add on to your characters on your team. Now, with Seth being in the game, of course, we got to play him in the story as well, similar to how I had the video about Jane where we were talking about her kit and also the gameplay associated with her. Seth, by far, in my honest opinion, is one of the most exciting characters to come in the future for Zenless, just because I do think now defense characters are now secondary supports in the game. And there's a reason I'm saying this, and it's going to be a very big thing, and I think it's a really exciting thing to see that they are changing up these characters by a crazy amount as we are going by in the game, and they're giving brand new mechanics to this guy. I think Seth has like 2 new brand new mechanics that no one else has in the game at the moment, which I think is really freaking cool. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Of course, make sure to leave a like, comment, stuff, all that different type of stuff if you're excited for any of these characters coming in 1.1, and of course for all the content that's going to be associated with this version and the next version, everything else in after, because I'm absolutely enjoying Zenless right now. It's in a really good spot. But let's go ahead and get back into Seth. Now, the reason I want to talk about Seth is because he's going to be a very interesting character. He is defense with lightning as his element, and he also is the PubSec faction. So of course you're going to expect him to be part of Chingy's team, Zuyin's team, Jane Doe's team potentially. But there's going to be some things that I'm going to talk about really quickly that's going to kind of center him around a certain type of team. So the main thing we want to talk about is of course his gauge that he gets, and the way he gets this gauge is by using his skill, by using his chain attacks, by using his quick assists. He's able to get a good amount of percentage from his gauge, and this is going to allow you to use his basic attack hold, which is going to allow you to do some electric attacks and turn your shield into a sword. Now, if you don't have anything in regards to the gauge for Seth, he actually only uses his shield, which is a very short string, so you really don't want to be on Seth for way too long. You want to end up using your skill, you want to end up using your quick assist. That way you're able to either get off of Seth or you're able to build up that gauge that you have with Seth, allowing him to turn his sword into a shield. And this is where it already gets really crazy, because right now with Seth, looking at what he's able to do, something that even support characters can't do, because if you watched my video about the quick assist mechanic, which I know a lot of you went ahead and watched it, he's able to do quick assist as well, which I find absolutely insane. And the funny thing is, it's not a normal quick assist, it's actually a backwards quick assist, something that I think is absolutely insane that they added a new type of quick assist. Because if you didn't know already, quick assist only moved in one direction. You can switch into any direction that you want, but quick assist specifically can only go to one character in the forward portion in the team. So your first character can only quick assist to the second character. It cannot switch into the third one or whoever's at the end of the team. Now with Seth, now you're able to actually do that. You can go from Seth being the first character on the team and switch back to the third character on the team, because he's the only one at the current moment that has a backwards quick assist. And this is a huge deal. And the reason why this is a huge deal is because of the amount of teams that you are probably going to be able to build now with Seth being on it, allowing you to have your DPS being buffed out and stay a large amount of time on the field. Because when you look at it, you have your support, they're able to quick assist forward, so that means your DPS is able to go ahead and do their damage with their added mechanics for whatever the quick assist allows them to. And then Seth, you switch into him, that means you go from Seth backwards back to your main DPS, and that allows them to go ahead and do their damage, go ahead and release their mechanics that allow them to do DPS and a lot of other associated things. Just really good that Seth is able to do this type of stuff, and I think it's very exciting as well. Another thing to look at as well is going to be a special attack, which I think is a really cool thing about it. His special attack again is going to allow him to get his gauge up, and it's going to allow him to use his shield as a sword. But the cool thing about his EX special attack is that you're actually able to chain this off so many different moves when it comes to the assist follow-up, and also looking from his chain attack as well. So that's a very big portion that I think is a really cool thing that he has. And not only that, he also can use his skill right after his ultimate. So now we have skills that are able to chain off of other abilities. So if you use the hold attack, you're able to use your skill. Your chain attack, you can use your skill, and same thing with the ultimate, you can use your skill as well, which I think is absolutely amazing that we're able to have more synergies within the character's kit that allows them to feel a little bit more smooth and a little bit less rough, which I think is a really good thing for the game. Right now, they are absolutely killing it when it comes to adding new mechanics with not only having Ching-Yi in the game, but also with Jane Doe, and specifically Seth, who has 2 different mechanics with chaining skills into every type of ability that he has, and also being able to backwards quick assist, which I think is an absolutely huge deal. They definitely gave Seth the treatment I wanted for defense characters, which is to make them much more viable in teams, because at the moment, with it being only Ben, not a lot of people were using Ben because you could slot in any other type of role for that spot. Having a stunner is pretty big, having an anomaly character was pretty big, and having a support character as well. They all were fighting for that last spot. So having a defense character really wasn't the best thing in the world. But the way Seth works, he's able to quick assist backwards, which is a huge thing that they added for him, which I would love if they kept that in the game for defense characters only, to have the backwards version of it. That would be super cool. Not only that, he also has a link from any of his abilities into his skill, which I think is absolutely amazing as well. And then the last thing to talk about his core skill and his team passive before we get into the gameplay showcase is that his core skill is after he uses EX special attack, he is going to be getting a shield up to a scaling of his attack. So he is attack based when it comes to what he scales his shield off of. And the cool thing about this is that whenever you use the assist follow-up, or you use anything that throws you from Seth into the next character, so either it be a quick assist, it be some type of chain attack, you are able to give a shield to the next character that's coming out. And this is going to not only give them that added HP as normal, but this is also going to be giving them anomaly proficiency, which is a pretty big deal. This allows the reaction to do a little bit more damage, and being able to give anomaly proficiency automatically makes him absolutely absurd for Jane Doe. So the good thing is that he actually is going to be on the same banner with Jane, so you're going to have one of the best slot teammates for this character. So you can have someone like Nicole, then you can have someone like Jane Doe, right there in that order. Nicole can quick assist into Jane Doe can chain attack into a Seth, and then Seth can quick assist back into Jane Doe, giving her that anomaly proficiency and the shielding as well, which is going to help her a lot when it comes to allowing her to do her spin move, which keeps her on the field for a good amount of time with you not having to absolutely take her out of the field so that she doesn't take those hits. She's able to tank it because Seth ends up giving the shield off of quick assist or any other move that switches in a new character. I think that's absolutely nasty. And then going into his team passive as well is going to be same attribute or faction, so he does have a normal type of synergy when it comes to the team aspect, but his is going to be when Seth's chain attack or finishing move during basic attack lightning strike, which is the hold version of it, you are able to increase the target's anomaly buildup res, or decrease, my bad, and it's going to be reduced by 20%. So this makes it even more absurd when you pair them up with something like Jane Doe, because Jane is also able to increase her anomaly buildup rate, and now you're reducing the res from that anomaly buildup rate onto the enemy, while Jane is also boosting her own, which means absolutely super fast assaults to come out, which I think is a really cool thing that they're adding. And this is 100% a really good support or really good defense unit to pair up with Jane, because they work so well together with giving the shield, with giving the anomaly proficiency. Same thing goes with the anomaly buildup res being dropped by 20%, and even the quick assist as well, giving the shield. I just think absolutely everything that in regards to Seth he's just a really great character, a really strong one at that as well. Now, of course, going into the gameplay of how he looks, right now he is a little bit basic without any part of his gauge. You do get a really short string, but being able to use his skill allows you to go ahead and get a little bit of that meter that you see in the top left where he changes his shield into a sword. So use your skill and then he gets 75%, which gives him that little bit of meter, which allows me to actually go ahead and use his hold attack. So when I use his hold attack, after a while, you're actually able to see that we get that quick assist timer at the bottom right. And I think that's absolutely amazing. Being able to build that up with different types of moves and also being able to have that being done, you're also able to quick assist in the character before you. Like I said before, usual quick assists go in front. So that means Seth would be, if it was a normal quick assist, going into Ching-Yi. But now because Seth is at the end of the team and he goes backwards, it actually is going to move him into Zhu Yin, allowing Zhu Yin to get her bullet and being able to do her DPS the way she wants to do it. I think this is absolutely beautiful. And if I'm not wrong, Zhu Yin also got a shield from that quick assist, which that's absolutely amazing. She ended up with no shield at the start. She had full HP onto a full-on quick assist that comes immediately from the skill, or into the hold attack, of course. And this puts her in a better situation with not only being able to grab an extra bullet, because she does get a bullet from her quick assist, but also being able to grab a shield from Seth as well. And we all know that she's able to proc disorder super quick with how fast her ether damage is. She's able to get a bigger reaction out of it, which is a huge thing for Zhu Yin as well. Seth is an absolutely amazing character. Seth is definitely what the defense role needed, and to go ahead and showcase it off with the better, I guess you say, synergy between someone like Jane and someone like Seth, this is going to be a really cool thing to look at. Being able to see them work together with quick assisting non-stop, it's a lot of really freaking cool stuff having these two characters together. And I can't even imagine when we have someone like Nicole, when we have someone like any other support in the game sandwiched in with Jane, you're going to be able to quick assist non-stop back to back. And remember, if you ended up watching that Jane Doe video, guess what Jane gets off of quick assist? She actually gets part of her meter back, or she builds up her meter off of those quick assists, which is absolutely amazing. And this allows you to do so many different things with being able to have the anomaly buildup res being dropped with Seth. Anomaly proficiency, this is helping out Jane. Quick assisting is helping out Jane with her meter. You just have all of these extra things happening with us being able to hold our basic attack, switching back into Jane after the parry. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We did the basic. I missed the timing on the quick assist, but I get it right back and we go straight towards the boss with that quick assist, allowing Jane to get what she needs off, which I think is absolutely amazing. Like, here we go again. I'm probably gonna do the hold attack once more very quickly, and this again I get to switch in Jane, giving her that shield, giving her anomaly proficiency, helping out with the anomaly buildup because they are part of the same faction. It's just beautiful. The defense role is 1000% in the direction that I wanted it to be, and it's perfect. I hope they keep it in this way in regards to looking at how are we gonna make these characters worth being on the team and taking that spot. We're giving them shield, we're giving them enormous amount of buffs. We have quick assist now, which I think that's the hugest thing ever, that they're able to switch off and allow characters to have those added mechanics, because that's a big thing. That's why the support role is so freaking strong, because of those quick assists and those associated buffs. Now we're adding a shield, a buff, and a backwards quick assist, allowing you to sandwich the DPS into the middle of the team so that you're having non-stop quick assists. Someone like Zhu Yin is going to absolutely love that, because now you're able to get so many different bullets, you're able to get all that extra damage, and she gets to stay on the field a little bit longer. Absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait for Seth and Jane to come out. We are only at the start of Zenless Zone Zero. They're already improving the meta. They're already improving these characters and what they're able to do by such a great amount, and I'm super happy that they're doing so. This is a really cool thing to see. But other than that, that's pretty much it when it comes to talking about Seth, talking about Jane. I will have more videos talking about a lot of the different events happening out right now, and also more discussion in regards to Jane with her best teams, how to build for Jane, Seth, all the different type of stuff. So if you're excited for those type of contents, make sure you have a like, sub, comment, all the different type of stuff, and let me know who you're most excited for. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll end the video. See you guys in the next one, and peace.